Hello everybody, Donkey here, and yes, we are back with some more Train Sim 2022, and this time we are on the South London network, and we have a very nice Class 415 in Network Southeast livery. Probably one of the best liveries on these sort of slam door locos, really like it a lot. And we are doing the scenario commute to Victoria, and we're going from London Bridge to London Victoria. Now, we have done a previous scenario with the 415, which was Evening Rush. If you haven't seen that video, it is on the channel, but this is sort of like the second part of that. And yeah, the weather has changed quite a bit. It's now snowy, there's ice on the roof, and it's very cold. So before we get in and get it going, I just want to say, if you are a new viewer and you haven't already, please subscribe down below. Alright, let's jump in and get going. Good morning, driver. It's freezing, isn't it? You'll be taking this stopping passenger service from here to Victoria. There's another service ahead, so keep an eye out on the signals. And we have got a red on there. Let's get the wipers on the go. I don't think we'll need the cab light, to be honest. We will get the instrument lights though. And have we got a headlight already? We have. Very good. So yeah, it's all pretty much set up for us. And we are here at London Bridge, and we have 9 stops to London Victoria. Fairly straightforward stops. They're all fairly close to each other. I mean, the whole journey itself is, if we go London Victoria, it's about 10 miles. We still haven't been given the all go. We haven't been given the road, so we'll just wait on here. But yeah, the 415, one of the really nice looking loco, I think. It's a it's an EMU, so it runs on electricity. It runs on the 3rd rail there. It's just one of those sort of classic sort of locos you'd see from the sort of like the 70s, 80s era. I must say, it's looking really good with the sort of like icy roof and the sounds. Oof. Oof. The horn's sounding good. But yeah, we played the other scenario, Evening Rush, which is quite an interesting one, to be honest, because we actually failed it. We didn't stop at a station in time, and we actually did fail the previous scenario, even though we completed it. This one, I'm planning on not failing it. We will try and stop at every station, but you never know, we might get distracted by the outside, because that's normally what distracts me most of the time, is looking out the window at the scenery. We have been given the all clear here. That horn's sounding really good. The model on this is actually a really nice model. I'm not really too sure who did it. I don't think it was Dovetail. But you can get the 415 on the Steam store if you are looking for it. And let's put this all the way up into Wheatfield. We can get going a little bit here. But yeah, these were basically what was running on these overheads before the tubes, before the tube trains started being used on the overheads here. It was sort of like big slam door units like this, EMUs like this. But they've been taken over by other units now, so that other EMUs running similar passenger services, but they are still really cool, I think. Yeah, there's another service in front of us, so we are sort of chasing its tail at the moment. which is really annoying. But this scenario says it's about a half an hour, 30-minute scenario, so not too bad, I suppose. Lots of AWS warnings down here. Very foggy, very snowy sort of South London network. Which we've played quite a bit of London to Brighton, but we've not really played a lot of the South London network. We do have a yellow, I think, so we can keep going here. But yeah, not really played much of the South London network. Which there is quite a few scenarios to sink your teeth into for this one. This route. Which we will definitely be looking at. But like I say, it's sometimes quite difficult. A lot of the time you do have to stop relatively quickly because the stations are so close to each other. Oh, missed that. We will try and stop sort of past the marker so that it counts. Sometimes if you don't stop past the marker, it won't count it as stopping at the station, and then you get a fail basically. Yeah, quite a few stops to go. Victoria's back that way, but all these are relatively quite close to each other, which is quite good. So doing a big loop back round, I think. Let's just take a look at this thing from the outside. All the doors are open. That's not how they are supposed to work, but looks quite cool anyway. Might get some wheel slip here as it's quite snowy and icy, but no, it's doing all right. Is that Battersea Power Station? I think it's Battersea. I can't remember how you. I don't remember what the name of it is, but it's the. It's quite a famous London landmark. Right, next station, Queen's Road. Just under a mile away. But yeah, if you didn't see that previous video we did on the 415, the Class 415, it is on the channel. There is a massive playlist of train sim videos you can watch, going from, well, since I started playing train sim to now, so you can sink your teeth into a big train sim playlist. We also have other videos on the channel, which is not train sim related, but other simulator related videos. So if you do want to check those out, there are playlists for them as well. Or you can just go to the channel, press on videos and see what latest ones are out. Also, if you are a new viewer and you haven't already, please subscribe down below so that you don't miss new videos when they do eventually come out. Compressor's kicked on. These slam doors had a sort of like a outside or external compressor, which was mounted under the train, and you'd go on, run, get on the train, and you'd hear that on these slam door locos when they'd pull up to a station or something. The compressor would start running, and you'd hear that. Sort of a bit archaic, but you'd have to make air for the brakes somehow. Not quite ready to go yet. There we go. And we're just under a mile again. So I think that's what we'll basically be doing, is just under sort of... That one's a bit further, Clapham. But I mean, overall, we've only got 5 miles to go, so not too far, But it's always these sort of short stations that you'll get distracted with something outside, and then all of a sudden you'll look and the station's literally right there, and you're doing like 60. So, and then you can't brake in time, and that's when you fail the scenario. So we will try and be on the ball for this one, but it does require us being inside the cab most of the time. I'd love to jump outside and get some nice shots of it. I mean, we can do that if we pause it, we can get some nice shots of this. Yeah, that's looking like a nice screenshot. That's it, we're basically coming up to the station now. Like, you literally get distracted for 2 seconds. And the station's right there. I am liking the headlight on the rails there though. That's quite cool. I imagine that's the Railworks enhancer doing its magic with sort of shadows and lighting, but I'm not too sure. I know that this route does have a really nice skybox. I think it's because of the Armstrong Powerhouse weather and skybox enhancement pack. I think that this route is enabled on that, so it does give it a nice skybox a lot of the time. Just have that up so I can see where the marker is. So almost about halfway through now. And we should, London Victoria should be coming up, yeah. So we've sort of done like a big circle almost. You can actually see on here, look, what we've done. So I think this over here was London Bridge, yeah. So we've basically come around here. We're doing a big circle. Let the guard know we're good. We are moving over rail, so we are switching a rail. So the speed, that's what that's telling us there. So we are going sort of right onto a different rail, and that's why the speed down here is 20. You don't want to be doing like mad speeds over point work. But yeah, all ticks so far, so let's just keep that up. because we don't want to get a fail. Because we failed the other scenario, the evening rush one, and it didn't give us a tick on the scenario board. That, you know, you see all your scenarios on the main career menu, and every time I've gone to complete that scenario, it's like a cursed scenario. Every time I've gone to complete it off camera just to get that tick, I failed it. Or the other day I did complete it with no tick, with no fails, and it still didn't tick it for some reason. I don't know why, but it's just a shame, because I actually, even though we've done a video on that route, on that scenario before now, I actually recorded one earlier today on the exact same scenario, but I've gotten rid of that footage because we've already done it technically on the channel. I don't like doing scenarios twice. If you want to watch that scenario, I do have the video, so you can go watch it. But I will never put up a duplicate video sort of thing. I just feel like it's sort of pointless doing that, because if you do want to watch the scenario, you can just go and watch the previous video that I have done. So there's no point in me doing a duplicate video. But we've not done this scenario, so that's why we are jumping on this one instead. Oh, there's the compressor kicking on again. They are super loud. You can sort of see why they got rid of them, because they are a bit annoying. Don't want to stop too fast. Denmark Hill. Let's get them off. And there we go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 remaining. Clapham, Wandsworth, Battersea. I'm guessing that's where the power station is then. Battersea Power Station. I thought that other one was, but I think it's Battersea's got. We'll see it anyway. But I think it's got the 4 stacks. We'll see the power station anyway. I think that's the correct. Two buzzers means good. Like, or you've accepted that. The guard has. He's sort of just replying to the guard, I think. There's normally a little board somewhere that tells you. Wow, these seats though. Wow. Network South East colours as well. That horn just gets good every single time. Just throw it into Wheatfield. Pick up a bit of speed here. It's looking really good. See, you can't really see much of the skybox today, as it is foggy and quite white out there, but it's telling us about the speed, I think, there. Warning us about the 30 mile an hour coming up. Still half a mile away to Clapham. It's probably been the longest part of the journey so far. These houses are very sort of London-esque, very close together. Now, I'm not really too bothered about the timings, because I know that we won't be on time anyway. The only thing I'm really concerned about is getting that tick and making sure we complete the scenario without getting a fail. Harder done than said sometimes. Or easier said than done. Oh, the sounds are really good. I do like the addition of the air compressor though. Even though it is really loud, it is a great addition to hear that, because that's what sort of these slam doors were known for, is that loud compressor, air horns. They got the sounds really good on this. Here we come into Clapham High Street. Give it a bit of break here. Bring it down. Don't want to break too quickly to here. It's quite a short station actually, so we might have to kick this on. Quite big. Yeah, we're going to stop in time. This one was quite a short station, not going to lie. That was the first time we've had to use, you know, pretty much all the brake there. Not too bad, not too bad. We're going to get a tick, yep, and on to the next one. The first time you hear that sound, you think something has gone majorly wrong with the train. But it is literally just the air compressor kicking on. Right, Wandsworth. Not too far away. Just under half a mile. Pick up too much speed here. Sort of let it roll into here. Again, quite a short station, this one. Luckily we haven't been going too fast. Got it all on, but we are like relatively close to the end of the platform. What did that say? Are we crossing rail? We might be. Yeah, I think we're going down this way. To Battersea. There's Battersea Power Station in the distance there with the 4 stacks. That was what I was referencing earlier. And I did get the name right, Battersea. Okay, we got a tick. Excellent, excellent. On we go. It's just under a mile, so not too far. And then to Victoria. So many intricate rails and, you know, point work on the London network. You know, you can go this way, you can go that way, you can go back to the right. You know, there's so many different points and rail sort of all over the place, interweaving each other. I mean, there's even rail down there. Yeah, the London sort of rail network is a complex one, I'll give you that. Other places aren't as complex as London's rail network, but there's a train that goes everywhere, all over. Whether it's tube or overhead, you'll always be able to get a train somewhere. See if we can see Battersea. There it is. Over there. Classic look. I think it's apartments now. But sometimes they hold I think it's the Red Bull events there. Sort of like they jump motorbikes over monster trucks and stuff like that. But I think it is actually apartments now. They converted it. It used to be a power station. Again, quite a short little station, this one. Right, then the Victoria, just under a mile and a half away, so not too bad, not too bad. Let's see if we can see. No, we can't. The power station's over there, but look at this. Let's get a screenshot of this. Looking really good in this station. Awesome. Alright, we are finally coming to the end of our journey, and I think we are going to successfully do this one, unless something catastrophic goes wrong down here, but I'm pretty sure we're going to successfully complete this one. We will save it just in case. You never know. Some noise at 20 to 7 at night in the evening. We are switching over again to another rail, we are going to the left this time. And then Victoria platform 14's coming up. Too bad, not too bad. Really enjoyed this one. With the there's the power station. Really did enjoy this one with the 415. Almost missed that. Yeah, the 415's been really good, really good. Model is really good. The sounds are like probably the best thing about it. And having it in the snow here on the London network, yeah, the South London network is really special. Really good. To sort of take a step back in time to the days before the sort of like the underground tube started running on the overhead. I think we've got a yellow. We're good here. But yeah, just a really nice scenario. There is one more scenario with the 415, which we will be checking out at some point. So if you're not subscribed and you want to see that video, subscribe, and then when it comes out you'll be able to see it. But if you want to check out the previous video or any other train sim videos, you can just go to my channel and click on videos and see all of the other videos that I've put out about train sim, or other videos related to sim stuff like Euro Truck and Odyssey and stuff. But yeah, been a really good journey. I would recommend you get the 415. It is on Steam as a DLC for Train Sim, so if you haven't picked it up, definitely worth it, I think. I would say so. But you can get an Armstrong Powerhouse slam door loco. So if you're used to Armstrong Powerhouse stuff, you can actually get a really nice Armstrong Powerhouse one. I can't remember what model it is, but you can get one. Alright, that was the 415 on the South London network, and we took it out in South Network Southeast livery, which I think is the best livery for it. And we did Commute to Victoria, the scenario. So yeah, if you enjoyed, I'd appreciate a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.